Okay. This season is young, but the Tigers are off to a fast start, winning the season opener 36-0 over Northside, and last week 44-0 over Adamsville at Jim Carroll Stadium. This week, the Tigers make their first road trip to Jackson, Tennessee tonight, where they're in the Hawks' Nest. Let's take a quick time out as they get ready to play the national anthem. We'll be back with more. You're listening to the Central Bank pregame show. Back after this. Welcome to Jackson, Tennessee, where your Hardin County Tigers are here to take on Jackson Southside, first region matchup of the year. Tigers come in 2-0, like I said earlier. Two big wins, 36-0 over Northside, 44-0 last week over Adamsville. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Kurt Kell, bringing you all the action tonight. Kendall is out on location, so just us two. Maybe we can handle it without him, I don't know. But racking up a lot of offense, Kirk, over the last 2 weeks. Defense very stingy, and really a continuation of what we saw last year in the regular season.
Yeah, not much drop off, Steve. They are actually better than what I anticipated because they lost so many seniors and key players last year. And offensively, the two guys that are filling in for Pope and Garner have done great. You had Wilkes, who was already seasoned before this year. He just taken the baton and run with it and looked great, as has Heyman and Rose. That all in all, no drop off on the offense.
Last week, another dominating performance by Hardin County's offense and defense. The Tigers have outscored their opponents by 80 while giving up no points so far. Southside enters tonight's game 0-2. It losses to Ripley on the road 20-7. And Huntington right here at the Hawks Nest 41-13. Last year the Tigers defeated Southside 42-6 at Jim Carroll Stadium. The Tigers on a 3-game win streak over the Hawks. The Hawks' last win was in 2018. So 2 games, 2 blowouts, first road trip, and it just happens to be a region game. So what do you expect tonight from the Tigers? More of the same? Do they approach this game a little bit different? We know once you get into region play, everybody knows each other a little bit more.
Well, more film, more study, and best scouting report I've gotten is from one of the assistant coaches here in the press box, and he thinks that Southside is going to be better than Adamsville and closer to Northside's type strengths, and we handle Northside pretty well. I'm expecting Hardin County to do whatever they want to at will. Like every school that we played, there's a couple of position players at Jackson Southside that can take it to the house. They're supposedly a little more organized than the Northside team was, a little bit more coordination. So it should be a better test than the other 2 games that we played so far.
Well, it's a beautiful park. New press box up here. They had this one up here a couple years ago. Did some changes around the football field. And a nice area, baseball field. We can see it from our location. We're on the south side of the field, and softball over here. So the facilities over here in their sports complex, they've done an excellent job improving those, and it's a good track. Looks good outside. Of course, dry weather, little humidity tonight, but should be about 82, 83 once we kick it off at 7 p.m. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to the Central Bank Tiger pregame show right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back with more with a look at tonight's game and the opening kickoff coming up in just a few. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll bringing you Hardin County football right here on the Roar, 93.5 FM. Southside is traditionally a very good football team. They've had some good football teams in the past and came back late in the year last year, Kurt, to go over to Lexington and get a win over there and finish second in the region, and got that second place finish and got a home playoff game after a slow start.
Yeah, and this is a district game, so I mean Hardin County really needs to bring it tonight the one of the things that was interesting that we talked about is there's always a school, a public school in Jackson that seems to be better than the others. Every year it's kind of a changing dynamic. It seems like the best players could move to different locations, play at different schools. I've heard that that's not the case, and that they've been redrawing district lines to try to even up enrollments at all the schools. And you may have players at Jackson Southside this year that, because of a redrawn district, will have to play at JCM next year. So I think they've had a lot of turmoil in the distribution of players, starting at one location and not being able to finish there. So that might be one of the reasons that you've seen a lot of ups and downs on these teams out of Jackson.
Well, the Tigers have raced on to the field out of the end zone in the east as they await Jackson Southside. And yeah, it's kind of strange. And, you know, I was talking to somebody yesterday about McNairy. McNairy Central may drop down. Their enrollments dropped down quite a bit. So, you know, you may lose potentially after they relook at this thing and reevaluate it. We may lose Southside and McNairy next year and get into a whole new district.
Right.
It seems like about every 3 or 4 years we're getting somewhere else with a different set. I think this is a good district for us, especially from the aspect of traveling. You know, we traditionally went to Brighton, Mumford, and all up in that area. But,
yeah, it hurt your gait.
And then we changed in the playoffs. We went from Memphis to Nashville, and that's helped us out quite a bit. And then we got repaired again with more of a Middle Tennessee team. So, you know, it's been real interesting, to say the least.
You know, that repaired, that
yeah, well, I got people walking all over me.
I don't know, were you broken before you got repaired?
Yeah, I was broken.
But I don't know, this Hardin County team is not as much of a question mark now. I mean, Pope and Garner gone on the edges, and losing Harrison in the backfield. I mean, there was a lot of question marks on both sides of the balls, because you had Pope and Garner, who really added a lot of speed and experience on the defensive side of the ball too, and that was gone. But those holes have been filled really well, and this is an aggressive defense. They've still got that combination of Gray and Harris at the two defensive tackle spots, and they've been phenomenal in both games too. So I think Hardin County is on a roll, and much like they were last year, and the scores kind of are indicative of that.
Well, the captains for the Tigers are coming out to midfield. It'll be Carter Smith, Braden Wilkes, Tylen Irvin, and Wade Van Hoos for your Tigers. And we're just a few minutes away from kickoff. You're listening to the Central Bank pregame show. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have football here from Jackson, Tennessee. Your opening kickoff next. The Tigers win the toss, and they defer to the second half, so Southside will get the opening kickoff. Other games in Region 6 is like this. McNairy will be at Chester County, Liberty at Lexington, and then our next week opponent, USJ, they will be home versus Tipton Rosemark. And our neighbors to the west, Adamsville, will host Scotts Hill. So, Kurt, Southside, and we've had some interesting games over here and some interesting things that happened over here. The phantom touchdown the last time I remember being over here.
Oh, yeah. I know that crew that's working tonight. There's not going to be any phantoms in that group tonight.
All right.
They're seasoned and healthy.
Southside comes out onto the field. We're just a few minutes away from the opening kickoff. Let's take one final time out. You've been listening to the Central Bank pregame show. When we return, we will have the opening kickoff. It's Hardin County and Jackson Southside here at Jackson, Tennessee. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. They gave us a wrong signal. Actually, Jackson Southside won the toss.
Well, he gave the signal that we won the toss and deferred, and then Jackson Southside's kicking. If that's actually true, they'll have to kick to us again in the second half.
David Steen will kick it off for Jackson Southside. Back deep is Irving for Hardin County, and also Saunders. Here's a short end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by McGee at the 25, at the 30, moving to the right, cuts it up the middle of the field at the 35, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 38-yard line. So a good pickup there by Caleb McGee, and the Tigers will have it. First down, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. It'll be Carter Smith along with Tylen Irvin at tailback. Two receivers, right and left. Three-man front for Southside. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. Still looking. Fires. Got a wide-open Wilkes. And he's going to overshoot him at about the 42-yard line. A wobbly pass coming out of there and overthrows a wide-open Wilkes.
I think he was too wide open. It was ball sailed a little bit on Carter's throw that time. He didn't really have a chance, but he was really wide open, but in the seam between the zone.
So to bring up second down, 2nd and 10 now. Here's a snap. Handoff. Cuts back to the right. There's a flag down. Picks up the first down as he goes across the 45, across the 50 into Hawk territory, but a flag came down usually where holding is.
Great block out there by McGee to spring him, let him get to the outside.
No, they're shoes.
Yeah, it's the shoes. There's one guy on Southside's team, looks like he's wearing some yellow and orange Crocs.
It sure is. So it is a Hardin County make 1st and 10 Tigers on the run. Smith in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Irving. Trying to get the left side at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Going into the end zone. Touchdown, but there's flags everywhere. As I think they're going to get us.
Yeah,
they're going to get Heyman with a crackback block.
It was a good block. They're saying he's held. He may have held when he tried to get off the block, but the initial block was legal. What's that smell?
Fireworks. I hope, or we're on fire up here, one of the two. So it is against the Tigers after the touchdown, so that one will come back. And they'll replay the first down. First. And 13 for the Tigers.
That's awful. bring a touchdown back.
So first down, 1st and 10 Hardin County as they'll set up on the left hash. They're heading from the east to the west. 2 receivers, right and left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Now he'll roll to his right, looking, fires, got a man open, complete at the 20-yard line. He's at the 15. He's going to be rolled out of bounds at the 10, and that looks like Jack Gray on the reception.
Yeah, and I didn't mention Jack in the pregame about being one of those receivers who were filling in for Pope and Garner. But yeah, I mean,
they ran a combo route on that side, and then he was the deepest one, and a good throw by Smith. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Smith in the shotgun formation. Receiver right, receiver left. Here's a snap. Irvin, left side, hitting the backfield, nothing. Somebody missed the block somewhere.
Yeah, they
had it stacked in.
Yeah, they had man coverage out here on Heyman. I mean, the whole left side of the field, one-on-one. I mean, that ought to be just an automatic.
Loss of a yard on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 12. From the 12-yard line. Smith in the shotgun. Irvin will move to his left. Now they'll go trips to the left side. Here's a snap. Looking, fires, complete to Weeks. At the 10, looking to get outside at the 5, dives toward the pylon. There's a flag down again. They're going to get us from holding. That one's going to come back too. He got in the end zone. It is holding.
Quick receiver screen, man.
So that's 2 touchdowns coming off the board.
Yeah, we're either grabby or they're sensitive to the block.
So they'll move it back to the 23-yard line.
This may not be important, but it's the same guy that's made the call both times. I think I know him.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 17 now. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Here's a snap, quick throw to the back outside. Irvin cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's going to be hit from behind, gets close to the 15-yard line, a pickup of a couple. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Made a good cut back inside off a block of McGee out there. And decided to make one more cut. I think he would have probably gotten 3 or 4 more yards if he'd have just stayed the course.
So it'll be 3rd down. And 14 for the 1st down. Here's a snap. Straight drop, looking. Got man coverage over here toward the end zone and goes through the hands of Wilkes.
Thought he had a shot at that maybe. It was a hard catch. Had to throw it over the defensive back. And had a shot at it, just couldn't reel it in.
So the Tiger our offense will stay out on the field. They're looking over to the sideline. And they'll keep them out there. 2 touchdowns off the board in this drive, both on penalties.
They're bringing the house on every one of these plays. I mean, they got 4 down and bringing 3 guys, so they got 7 guys.
So 4th down. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Still in the pocket. Fires over the middle, and it's going to be broken up. Almost intercepted in the end zone. And the Tigers will turn it over on downs.
Hard to overcome. 2 scores taken off the board. That's always the case.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Hawks. At the 15-yard line. Now they're needing one more player to come out, and he'll trot on the field. Noah Green is a quarterback. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, and now Southside is going to have to call a timeout. They couldn't get enough players out on the field and couldn't get lined up. So we'll take a timeout with them. 8:05 to go here in the first quarter. No score. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. We'll be back right after this. All right, now they get situated. First down, 1st and 10 Hawks as they take over as the Tigers turned it over on downs. Green, the shotgun formation. Stokes is the tailback to his right. They'll give it to Stokes, trying in the middle of Tiger line. Now breaks outside and goes down the sideline for a pickup of about 3 on the play. Second down, 2nd and 7. Nothing in the middle as he rode him all the way into the line of scrimmage, and he popped it outside to the left toward the Tiger sideline. So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 7.
I think they're going to run a lot. I think that's what their strong suit is.
Now they'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side. Man in motion. Here's a snap. Handoff, trying to get outside. This time he's going to be blasted in the backfield.
Good play there. Bishop got the cleanup roll, and I don't know, was that
Blankenship? He's been all around the ball these first couple of games. Also Sam Tanner over there as well.
Ben Benson was first to get to him. Good help defense.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 15 now for the Hawks. Ball back now at their own 10-yard line. Green in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, left-hander, and he throws. It's almost incomplete or intercepted, and then drops to the turf. Wilkes almost had it.
He did have it, and then he got
hit by his own man.
Yeah.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, knocked it. Hey, got to do like a center fielder and call it. Ball kind of wobbled, just a little duck throw about 15 yards up in there, and everybody had a chance to get to it.
So they go 3 plays and out. Wilkes back to receive. Lowe, the punter, standing in his own end zone. Here's a snap. Gets it away. A low driving kick. It hits his own player right at the 32-yard line.
Yeah.
And he'll fall on it. He tried to get out of the way, but, man, that thing kept chasing him and finally hit him in the ankle.
Yeah, we should have picked it up and taken off. I mean, you can't do anything wrong after it touches them. It's a free ball.
So Hardin County will take over first down, 1st and 10 at Southside's 33-yard line, where they'll have another chance to do something. They went 6 plays in their first drive, a couple of scores taken off the board, and then finally turned it over on downs. 3 receivers to the right. Here's a snap. Irvin trying to get outside. He's going to be hit in the backfield, nothing doing. I mean, we ain't blocked anybody yet.
Well, they're shooting players. They're blitzing every play. They're going to offensive line. They're going to have to figure it out because they're kind of coming. They're mixing and matching their blitzes, but they're bringing 6 or 7 just about every play.
So that loss back to the 40-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 17. No score here in the first quarter. Tigers open the game up with a good drive, but couldn't put any points on the board. Here goes a man in motion. That's Gray to the right. Here's a snap. Quick throw out there to Wilkes. Has it. Cuts it up the field. Turns on the Jets at the 35, at the 30. And he'll be knocked down close to the 25-yard line. They'll spot him at about the 26-yard line, where it'll bring up third down. Third and about 3. Smith in the shotgun, trying to get him to draw off sides. Receiver to the right. 2 here to the near side, Heyman and Gray. And now we're going to call a timeout. So 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. Kind of a messy start to this opening district game between these two. No score. We'll be back right after this. All right, it'll be third down, 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. They'll send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's a snap. Irvin right up the middle. He's going to be popped and dropped. Almost took the handoff. Is number 23. That's Powell from his linebacker spot. And they're just laying the ear, pinning their ears back and just coming. We can't pick them up.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming from different spots. That time it was outside linebacker who was in coverage and then came off the coverage on the blitz. And
so it'll be 4th down, 4th and 7. Here's a snap. 2-step drop, fires, complete. Heyman at the 21, out of bounds. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers. Good timing route there. Carter got it out quick. Heyman right there and then stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, great speed. They gave him the stick. He took it. Everything was on target.
So bring up 1st down, 1st and 10 now. Ball spotted at the 21 of Southside. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Irving stands to the right of Carter. 3-man front. Here's a snap. Here comes a blitz. And Irving just ducks his head and gets a push across the 20 to the 19.
They got an outside linebacker, and what he's doing, he's reading the zone read.
That was Taylor Brown that got behind him, or excuse me, Bailey Huggins, 6'2", 350.
It's that number 23 out there, Steve. He's lined up like he's in coverage, but
here's a snap. Quick throw, complete to Heyman. Turns inside, goes across the 10 down to about the 7-yard line, and that'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Good play, good strength, good move. Heyman's got the athletic ability to pretty much score every time he touches the ball.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. 2 receivers left and right. Here's a snap. Irvin right up the middle. Just lowers his head at the 5, pushes close to the 3, maybe the 2. Where it'll be 2nd and goal from there. That time they just powered it up, went right at him.
Yeah.
So bring up 2nd down, 2nd and goal. And they'll send Heyman and Wilkes to the near side. They're going from the east to the west. Irvin still in at tailback. They'll go power to that side too as they'll line up Weeks and McGee to the left as well. Here's a snap. Irvin spins, hitting the backfield, and probably loses a yard back to the 4. And
it's one guy making all the plays. It's outside linebacker just coming off the edge.
That's Powell.
And, I mean, if they keep doing that, there's going to be somebody open because he's in coverage.
So that'll bring up 3rd down, a loss of a couple, back to the 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score. Tigers have knocked on the door. This is the 2nd time, but they've come up empty. Here's a snap, rolling to the right. Still rolling. Throws in the end zone. Did he get it? Touchdown, Tigers. Heyman went up high and pulled it down, and the Tigers finally get on the scoreboard. They've been in the end zone 3 times. They've got 7 points out of it.
Yeah, it's 21-0, but we only got 7 of the 21.
So Noah Foster will come in. Smith will hold. Snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 2:49 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers draw first blood as they take a 7-0 lead over Southside. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. That touchdown was sponsored by Reynolds Law Firm in Savannah. And the scoring drive was 8 plays, 33 yards, a 5-yard touchdown pass, Smith to Heyman. Scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah.
Yeah, Steve, this is a risk-reward defensive game plan for them. I mean, they're going to get caught in it too, because you just can't bring that many people.
Foster hits it, a low driving kick, picked up at the 25, looking for some running room outside. He's got blockers out there at the 40-yard line, going down the sideline, and he's going to be knocked down inside Tiger territory. It's a low kick, and he caught it on the run and got a good steam.
Yeah,
going to the right side and had blockers out there.
Well, you know, it's one of the things, you run that pooch kick so much that you kind of get used to them catching it and downing it, and kind of lose some of your discipline in your lanes when you're coming down. But they're kind of coached up for this game. They've got guys in the up backs on kickoff to run it back.
2 backs in the backfield now. Here's a snap. Handoff to the tailback. Being chased from behind. Hit by Blankenship. Backside. Falls off of that tackle. Excuse me. That was Tanner. And then he's chased out of bounds and loses back to about the 46-yard line. That was Stokes on the carry.
Yeah, we get them behind the sticks and long yardage situations where they got to throw the ball. I mean, we hadn't seen but the one pass, but it could have easily been picked. So, I mean, their offense is not geared to make up long yards.
So they bring up second down. Second and about 16. Here's a snap. Pitch to Stokes. Looks like he's going to run now. He'll fire downfield, and it's going to be intercepted.
Good job. I'm glad he did that, because he was D1.
DeAndre Sparks had position, and he was out there all by himself. Good pass, and he just had position on him, and it's a turnover by Southside. And
I tell you
the
what,
Tigers will take over first down, 1st and 10.
Good discipline by DeAndre. He stayed with his guy. It was he could have easily broken it off when it looked like a run play, but he stayed stride for stride with the receiver. Turned around, found the ball out, jumped him, high pointed it. Great catch.
So first down, 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 25. Here's a snap. Urban, right side. And he's going to be hit, drives forward for a couple. He'll push it out to the 27.
Steve, we got a definite size advantage with our offensive line, and they're playing a 3-man front. Every now and then bringing in a 4th down lineman who's, you know, an outside linebacker, but you would think we could push this front. All the tackles that they've been making have been coming off the edge and not from the middle of the field.
Second down, 2nd and 7. Two receivers right and left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looks right, still looking. Now fires downfield, got a man open, and off his fingertips a little high, and that's Wilkes, the intended receiver, over there in front of Hardin County's bench around the 45. So it'll bring up 3rd down.
Those two guys they've missed twice on that same play. It's there if they can. Throw has just been fingertip high on both throws and just a fraction away from being able to be caught.
Heyman and Gray come out here to the near side. McGee and Wilkes to the far side. Irvin stands to the left of Smith. Shotgun formation, 3-man rush. Now man in motion. Here's a whistle. And they're going to get us for a delay of game.
Didn't seem like it.
No, it's kind of quick. Well, they got a 25-second clock right there.
Is there one on? Yeah,
there's one on each end. So they'll mark them back 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 12. So the Tigers are racking up the penalty yards here in the first quarter. 1:33 to go, 7-0 our score. Here's a snap. Looking, fires long down the field. There's Heyman there, makes the grab, runs out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That'll be a Hardin County make. First down and 10. What a beautiful throw and what a great catch.
Oh, man, that was Willie Mays over the shoulder running towards the sideline, got 1 foot down. I mean, that was fun to watch. I mean, high lofted it over the corner. He was stride for stride, but he threw it on his outside shoulder. He just bent it back towards the sideline, made that over-the-shoulder catch. That was sweet.
Now receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Here's a snap. Quick throw. Hits the inside receiver. That's Gray trying to fight for yardage. He'll pick up about 5, maybe 6.
Good play. That's good, solid, 7, 8 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to spot him out at the 33-yard line. A pickup of about 7 on it. And now we got an official timeout. While we have an official timeout, I want to remind you, Sports Saturday starts in the morning with Coach to Coach at 8 a.m. Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis, and then me and Kirk, along with Coach Smith, at 9 a.m. We'll talk about tonight's game and get you set for next week. As we travel back over here to Jackson, Tennessee, a little north of here, and take on USJ. But we got business here. 2nd down. Here's a snap. Irvin's going to be hitting the backfield right at the 35. Same guy. He's going to have 100 tackles before this night's over with. Because apparently we can't block him. So a loss back to the 35.
Yeah, that defense is giving them some blocking rules headaches up front. They're finding the gap.
Clock is winding down, and it'll hit zeros, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. After 1 quarter of play, Hardin County 7, Southside nothing. We'll take it to the station. We'll be back with the second quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM The Roar. Our timeout is brought to you for tonight's game by Orange Blossom Florist in Savannah. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Smith fires down the field, and McGee is tackled. His helmet comes off, flash coming everywhere as he turned back to look for the football and just got run over.
I think that guy with the colorful Crocs was the one that just mauled him before the ball got there. Yeah, it's kind of coached up, though. If you're going to get beat for a touchdown, go ahead and do the crime.
So they'll sort this one out. They'll spot or mark it off from line of scrimmage. It'll be a 15-yarder, and they'll mark it to the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank, 1st and 10. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own, or excuse me, at Southside's 20-yard line. They'll send Heyman and Gray to the left, McGee and Wilkes here to the near side. Irvin, the tailback. Now they're going to send McGee out because his helmet came off, and Coach Smith is wondering why they're doing that, and now we're going to get somebody in there. Here comes Ryan Weeks. I'm not sure about that, Kirk. It wasn't knocked off. It just kind of came off as he hit the ground, but whatever. Here's a snap. Quick throw. Out of here, complete to Wilkes. Cuts it to the inside to 10. Makes a move at the 5. Rolls down close to the end zone at about the 2. Man, what quickness he had. That's a good move, too. He had it on the outside, cut it back to the middle of the field.
Yeah, he caught the ball with his back to the goal line, but, boy, he really had to spin back to the inside. He knew where his opening was. And that number 23 is one that made the tackle.
So that'll be Hardin County Bank 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Their number 23 is going to get the Golden Tackle Award.
Now they'll go into the pistol formation. Here's a snap. Handoff Irvin. Hitting the backfield. Bounces off that tackle, but he's not going to bounce off the rest of them. He's going to lose a yard back to the 2.
Yeah, guess who it was?
23.
Yep. He knows how to squirt the line. I know that.
He's picking a gap. He's choosing right now.
He's quick.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and goal. Ball spotted back at the, they're going to spot it at the 3-yard line. 10:48 to go here in the half. 7-0 our score. Tigers knocking on the door. Here's a snap. Looking to the left, still looking, fires, and he has to throw it wide and incomplete. Looking for Weeks in the end zone. That was a tough throw going to his left and having to throw back across his body. And that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 3.
Yeah, and the receiver was, he was covered too. He threw it to where the defender couldn't get it.
Well, we're on this near hash over here on the south side of the field, trying to go back to the north side of the field. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and goal. Trips to the left. Irvin now will move to Smith's right. Here's a snap. Looking over there, complete to Heyman, and he's going to be dropped back at the 5-yard line. They needed a block over there, but they were so quick getting to him that he barely caught the football. So that'll bring up a 4th down, and they'll send Foster out to attempt a field goal. So he'll spot it down at the 12. It'll be a 22-yard attempt. So Foster will line it up. They'll line it up on the left hash. Here's a snap. It's good. This kick is up, spinning toward the uprights, and the kick is good.
Good job.
9:50 to go here in the half. 10-0 our score. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. Tigers go 10 plays, 75 yards. They cap it off with a 22-yard field goal by Nolan Foster. And it's 10-0. That scoring drive brought to you by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. So Foster will set it up over here on the right side of the field. Kurt, a couple of touchdowns off the board, knocking on the from the 1-yard line, and we've got 10 points. This one is high and taking on the bounce, trying to get back over here to the near side, and he's going to be knocked down. He got it on the right hash, trying to bring it across the field, and good coverage that time by the Tigers.
Who was that? That's good coverage on that play. Kick was high and gave him time to get down there. Looked like it worked like it was supposed to. They're trying to do a middle return on every one of those pooch kicks out towards the boundaries, and successful on one of them.
So Southside will take over first down, 1st and 10 at their own 27 with 9:42 to go here in the half, trailing 10-0. Green in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, handoff, looking for running room, tries to sidestep a defender in the backfield and picks up maybe a yard to they're going to spot him right at the 30-yard line. Pickup of a couple. They've had 2 possessions, a punt and an interception on a trick play by Sparks. Green sends 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He's going from the east to the west. 4-man front by the Tigers. Here's a snap, handoff. Trying to get outside, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage on a stiff arm. Now he's going down the sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawks. He broke a tackle in the backfield, got outside, and that's number 23.
Number 23. One guy, he's a one-man wrecking ball.
And they cut into the lead quickly here in the second quarter.
Maybe that number 23 gets tired by the end of the third quarter. He won't be able to play anymore because he's doing it all right now.
Now they got everybody lined up on the right side. Now they'll call everybody in. They just want to see how we lined up, and they're going to kick the extra point. David Steen will be the kicker. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. A low one, but it gets through. 8:47 to go here in the half. Our new score, Hardin County 10, Southside 7. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. man. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Bailey plays 45 yards. Smith to Heyman, 17-7 now our score. And here's a squib kick now. That's going to be picked up, and they'll dive on it at the 37-yard line.
Steve, I think they could go to Heyman all night. Every ball that's been thrown to him, he's had great separation. He's on too. I mean, his hands have been good, making good catches.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 south side at their own 36-yard line. 7:05 to work with here in the half, 17-7 our score. First down, 1st and 10 south side. Green brings them to the line, sends a receiver to his right, 2 here to the near side. 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap, handoff in the backfield. This time he's going to be swallowed up. That's Harris and a whole host of Tigers. Loss of about a yard. So that'll bring up second down, 2nd and 11.
You know, that's a pretty big deal, too. I mean, your quarterback gets hammered. I'm talking about that was about as hard a lick as you can take, standing still, not seeing the guy. He gets a free run and hits you in the chest and just flat backs you and stand up and throw a 40-yard touchdown pass the next play. That tells you something about your quarterback.
Second down, 2nd and 10. Green in the shotgun, drops back. Fires down the middle of the field, throws a knuckleball. Nobody's there. Wilkes is hustling over, makes a diving attempt at an interception around the 30. And it falls incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd down now for the Hawks, 3rd down and 10.
Was he throwing that away, or was that?
I'm not sure. His receiver was over here on this side, and he threw it to the middle of the field. And Wilkes had come over.
Yeah, Wilkes was the only one that had a shot at catching it, and he was 10 yards away from the receiver. I don't know what, didn't look good anyway.
3rd down, 3rd and 10. 3 receivers now here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Here's the snap, looking, fires over the middle of the field again. This time it's going to be intercepted as Wilkes. Was that Wilkes?
No, that's not Blankenship.
Who is that? Can't tell who that was.
That
looks like Tanner, maybe. May have been Tanner. I really couldn't tell the number. Anyway, we intercepted it, but we're coming back out on the field.
Who was it? No, who was the interception? Who called it? Blankenship. That was Blankenship, Steve, but they got a rough in the passer call.
Man, we've been hit with some big-time penalties at some bad time.
Yeah.
So they'll march it inside Tiger territory to the 49, where it'll be first down for the Hawks. 6:02 to go here in the first half. 17-7 our score. Hardin County on top, but it's been an ugly one so far. We've had touchdowns called back. We've had some big plays called back.
And the interception, turnover called back. That's 3 major penalties.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from the Tiger 49. Shotgun formation. Green has his tail back to the right. 2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. They'll try him up the middle. Breaks a tackle. and then he's wrapped up by Big Harris, so he won't get out of those paws back to the 50-yard line. Well, I'll take that back. That was Stout. David Stout.
He is stout.
He's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a great addition inside. So they'll spot it back to the 50 right at midfield, right at the Hawkeye. Loss of a yard. It'll be second down, 2nd and 11. Green will send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 4-man front for the Tigers. Tail back to his left. Here's a snap. Quick throw out here, and it's going to be dropped.
Blankenship was closing fast. I mean, and he knew it, and that's why he missed it. He had eyes on Blankenship instead of the ball.
So to bring up 3rd down. Clock stops, 5:13 to go here in the half.
Yeah, I mean, the score, 17-7 looks like a pretty
competitive
game, and it's really could easily be another 21 points on that.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 11. Man comes in motion, straight drop, looking, under pressure. Ball gets knocked out of his hand, still on the ground. Tigers are trying to get it. I think we got it that time. I don't know who's on it. I don't think his arm came forward, but he got blasted.
Harris. Oh, man.
That's Parker Gerald's on the fumble recovery, and I think Harris is the one that hit him.
Yeah, Harris got him. Got him, the ball, and about 2 others.
So they brought the house that time and got home. And Hardin County will have it 1st down, 1st and 10 at Southside's 39-yard line with 5:13 to work with here in the half.
Yeah, I mean, you keep them in long yardage situations, it's gonna be long for Southside.
2 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Looks like Saunders in the game now. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Jacob, trying to get outside, cuts it back up, breaks a tackle across the 35. Then he's going to be knocked down at about the 32-yard line.
He can make guys miss. I know that. And he does it with that, able to not lose momentum, not stop and cut. He's shifty.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and about 4. Heyman and Gray here to the near side. Wilkes and McGee to the far side. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires, complete. Makes a move to the inside at the 25, at the 20, going down the sideline, still on his feet at the 5, inside the 10, the 15, inside the 10, down close to the 5-yard line.
Great individual effort. I mean, caught that ball, made that spin move, get upfield, and then just took everybody with him down the field.
That was Wilkes on the reception. And he gets it inside the 5, enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and goal. Well, now they spot it back here about the 6. Here's a snap. Handoff Saunders, going to be hit in the backfield. That's our man again.
Yeah.
Didn't have a chance. Tried to bounce it out. Couldn't get away from it.
Can't block him on the edge. He's one side of the field right now.
So that'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd. And goal back here now at the 12-yard line. Here's a snap. Here comes the pressure. Gets it out quick. There's Heyman at the 10. 5 still on his feet. Dives toward the end zone. Falls on his own fumble as he dove forward. And it'll be touchdown Tigers.
I'm going to tell you what, Steve. Carter Smith, he saw that 23 split it again. I mean, 23 was fixing to hit him. He came clean it, and Carter knew it. And, boy, you talking about getting rid of the football in a hurry. he got rid of it, hit him between the numbers, and then Heyman's on. I mean, Heyman's hot.
That touchdown sponsored by Reynolds Law Firm in Savannah. The kick up by Foster is good, and the Tigers build their lead now with 3:40 to go here in the first half, 24-10. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. The Tigers go 4 plays. 12-yard pass, Smith to Heyman. Extra point, good. And it's 24-7. That scoring drive brought to you by Jones Motor Company, Savannah. And then Foster promptly kicks it out of bounds over here in Southside's sideline.
I don't know what happened on that. That was a shank.
Don't say that. Don't say that on a Friday. So Southside will have it at their own 42-yard line. First down, 1st and 10, trailing 24-7. Green comes out. They'll scrimmage from the left hash over here to their sideline on the south side of the field. 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side. Here's a snap. This time Green will keep it. Got some running room across the 45, breaks a tackle, and then he'll get close to the 49-yard line. So a good pickup by Green.
Yeah, good look too. I mean, we hadn't seen that first time he's really carried the ball.
Got by Keel that time.
We weren't ready for it.
Yeah, that was unusual. He's pretty good tackler out there for Hardin County. So to bring up 2nd down, 2nd and they've got 4 on the scoreboard. Short 4. Right at their own 49-yard line. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap. Handoff, trying to get outside, making a couple of moves, breaks a tackle there, stays on his feet, still on his feet across the 45, battling down at the 40. The ball is in the air. Did we take it away from him?
Yeah, he lost it.
He lost control of the ball, and it looks like the Tigers have come up with it. That's Keandre Smith. Man, there was a lot of twisting and turning.
And he broke 4 tackles to get to, and then I don't know who it was that got the lick on him that dislodged the ball, but we caught it in the air.
Well, that's what I missed that. I just saw all the, he looked like a whirling dervish out there. Got in the spin zone, got twisted around, and then the ball flies in the air, like Kurt said, and the Tigers end up with it, but there is a Southside player down on the ground toward the Tigers sideline. So we'll take a timeout. 2:40 to go here in the half. 24-7 our score. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. The injured player for Southside is Martavius Williams, and they had to help him off. Looks like a lower leg injury for him. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Fires down the sideline, got a man wide open, complete at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers.
Is that Jack Gray?
One play, and the Tigers are pulling away 30-0. That touchdown. Compliments of Reynolds Law Firm in Savannah. Man, what a throw.
Yeah, and I don't know, I didn't see the route, but he was a good 18 yards in the open. All he had to do is catch it.
So Foster in the kick, and now we got a flag. Coming up at halftime, it'll be the Tiger Report. Haley Hardin will be in, and she'll get you caught up on everything going on at Hardin County High School this past week, a big sports week for the Tigers. Her bodyguard is up here as well. I'd like to say happy birthday to Anna Harrison. 18 today? 18 years old today. Watch out, world. Smith will hold. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up. Spinning toward the uprights, and the kick is good. 2:30 to go here in the first half. Tigers build their lead 31-7. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. All right, another short kick by Foster, and Southside will pick it up and run it to the 49 where they'll have it first down. 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, trailing 31-7. That score looks a little bit more like what we were expecting tonight, but it just took us a while to get there.
I've not seen a team that when we're throwing the long ball, their corner's not even – they don't know where the ball is. They don't know where the receiver is. I think we could just load it up and run 9 routes and throw them to an open guy all night.
Tigers got one play, 62 yards, Smith to Gray. That scoring drive was powered by Jones Motor Company. Here's a handoff to the tailback. That's Powell.
Powell's tired.
Well, he's had a big first half.
He deserves it. I watched him on defense at last series, and he wasn't coming hard. He was. I think his gas tank's going to need some more fuel.
Loss of a yard back to the 48. Where it'll be second down, 2nd and 11. Green in the shotgun. Man comes in motion near side, and now we got whistles. Offsides, they say, on the Tigers. So we'll give them 5 yards.
We've helped them a lot.
Yeah, we have helped them a lot. Well, you know, the last couple of games that we've had, the second quarter's kind of been a mixed bag, and this second quarter we've kind of opened things up.
Well, they've been tested. You know, that one guy putting pressure on everything that we've tried to do, and they're still kind of determined.
First down, 1st and 10. Man in motion near side. Green in the shotgun. Straight drop, looking. Gets hit from behind. Ball is on the ground. They're going to say it was incomplete.
It was a close one.
There's Van Hoos that got to him from the backside and knocked it loose.
Yeah, he almost, instant replay might say something different about that, but I do think his arm was coming forward.
So it'll be third down, 3rd and 6 now from the Tigers' 48-yard line. Coming up, the Central Bank halftime show. We'll get you caught up on all the scoring plays, get you ready for the second half. Also our Tiger report. Haley Hardin will take care of that. That's all coming up at halftime. Here's a snap. Handoff Powell looking to get outside, has running room, and just dives forward. He's going to be knocked down by Sparks. Didn't have quite the hops that he had earlier in the game, but that's enough probably for a first down, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, we had a hole there on the edge. You would think they might call that. It was
It is enough for a Hawk first down with 1:02 to go here in the first half. Green brings them to the line. Now Powell back in the game at tailback. He'll send 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. 4-man front for Hardin County. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires over the middle, drop. Had Powell there trying to set up a middle screen. And it's going to fall incomplete, and the clock will stop with 52 seconds to go here in the half.
Well, if we score 31 in the second half, it'll really be something.
Well, I thought
62 to 7 be a pretty good score.
Yeah. Be a long night, too.
I doubt we get there. Well, this will be about the first game we hadn't had a running clock going into the second half.
That's right. 3 receivers to the right now. Green, shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looks to the right, now goes left. Nobody there. He's well covered. That is Thomas, the intended receiver. And Sparks on the coverage for Hardin County. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Clock stops with 46 seconds to go here in the half.
I'm interested to see the kickoff start second half, if they actually deferred and kicked, or we won the toss and they gave us the wrong signal.
2 receivers right and left. 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Here's a snap. Here comes the rush. Powell right up the middle, still on his feet at the 30-yard line. He's going to have enough for the first down as he moves to the 27, 28-yard line. Kind of concerning a little bit. They're running the ball right at us. We got the size advantage, and had a tough night up front on offense and defensive side, and now Southside wants to take a timeout with 40 seconds to go. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Orange Blossom Floors in Savannah. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, first down, 1st and 10 at the Tigers' 28-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Looking to his left is Green. Fires down the middle of the field again, and this time it's going to be broken up by Wilkes. Had single coverage there for a minute, and a good read by Wilkes coming over from his safety position and got in front of Thomas, the intended receiver. So that'll stop the clock. at 32 seconds to go. And that'll bring up a second down, 2nd and 10.
That was the best throw, we've seen him make tonight, and Wilkes doing his job. Getting over and knocking that down.
So Green will bring them to the line. He'll send 3 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Powell, the tailback, straight drop, looking, fires down the sideline as the receiver cut his route off at the 5-yard line. He threw it in the end zone. So miscommunications there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Clock stops with 26 seconds to go. It's been the longest minute of my life.
Yeah, and well, they converted on those 2 runs and extended this drive. We could have been eating a hamburger right now.
You gonna go down there and get it?
Yeah.
I am hungry. 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side now. 4-man front for the Tigers. Green in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He's going to hand it off to Powell. Now y'all bounce it outside. He's got some running room across the 20, and he'll get inside the 20 to 15. That'll be enough for a 1st down, I do believe.
Well, the thing is that Keandre, they're holding him every time he runs it around that end. I mean, they're just tackling him.
Here's a quick snap, and then they'll clock it with 14 seconds to go. Wilkes was on that tackle. And
that's how that Powell's getting to that edge is they're just grabbing her in and not letting him loose. And evidently there's no penalty for that.
Seems to be if we do it.
Well, I mean, that's like 4 times that I've watched that same scenario happening.
This drive started at their own 49-yard line. They've gone 9 plays so far. They've worked it down to the 14 of the Tigers. 14 seconds to go. 2 receivers right, 2 to the near side. Here's a snap. Looking. A little bit of pressure now. He'll pull it down. Pulls up. Got a man in the end zone. Catches it at the 1-yard line. But was he across? Are they going to give him the touchdown?
Yeah.
Coach Smith is not happy about something. I think he might have been across the line of scrimmage.
I couldn't tell. I didn't know if he was across the line or not. Your whole body has to be across the line. If you still have 1 toe on the line of scrimmage, it's still a good throw.
So the Hawks score late. Awaiting the extra point. The snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 5 seconds to go here in the 1st half. As Green hits Thomas for the touchdown. And it's 31-14. We'll keep it right here. Coming up at halftime is our Central Bank halftime report. We'll look over all the scoring plays in the 1st half, get you ready for the 2nd half. And also Haley Hardin will be in. She'll get you caught up on all the things going on at Hardin County High School this week in sports. Big win for the soccer team, I know that. And the big tournament this past week up at Pickwick. And some more golf and volleyball. We'll tell you all about that coming up at halftime. So, Kirk, a long drive in a short amount of time, it seemed like. They got the short kick at the 49.
Well, that Powell was able to get the edge and get a couple of 1st downs to keep them alive. And I think those were 3rd down plays. And they've had success getting around our right side of the defense, whether it and like I said, I mean, I've seen a couple of holes on the edge, which that gives them there, but there's still other guys that can come up and make plays that hadn't been able there. And then that Powell, I mean, he's
done it all, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back. He's one busting tackles and making tackles.
Steen will kick it off. He'll set it at his 40-yard line. Here is a squib kick. It gets through Weeks, and then the Tigers will fall on it. And they'll have it right there with 3 seconds to go in the half. Wilkes gets on the loose ball, went through Weeks' hands. And it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, this is Southside, as bad as they look at times, have had some outstanding individual play that have kept them in this game.
Smith under center, he'll down it, and they'll take it to the half as the clock winds down. 1 half in the books, 31. Well, I thought they said the extra point was good. They got 13 up on the board. So 31-13 is a halftime score. Interesting first half. We'll talk about it here in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime report. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Southside High School, home of the Southside Hawks. First region matchup for these two teams. As the Tigers on top at halftime, 31-13. The Pride is making their way out onto the field to perform for this home crowd. Let's take a look at scoring plays for the first half. Hardin County opened the game up on a 7-play drive, turned it over on downs. 2 scores came back in that drive on penalties, and then we eventually turned it over on downs. We held Southside to 3 and out, had to punt it away, and the Tigers finally got on the board with an 8-play drive, 33 yards. Smith to Heyman, 5-yard touchdown pass, extra point good, 7-0 as we go to the second quarter. The next drive was at the after a interception by Sparks on the first play for Southside. Tigers get it at their own 25-yard line. They go 10 plays, 75 yards, 22-yard field goal by Nolan Foster, 10-0 at that point. Southside gets on the board with a 64-yard run, and it's 10-7. And then Hardin County answers with a 3-play drive, 45 yards. Smith to Heyman, touchdown pass, and it's 17-7. Southside fumbles, and then they give it right back to the Tigers, and the Tigers go 4 plays, 12-yard pass, Smith to Heyman. It's 24-7. And then another fumble by Southside on a big running play. Tigers come up with it, and Hardin County goes one play, 62 yards, as Smith hits Jack Gray, streaking down the sideline, 31-7 at that point, and the Tigers are in control. But Southside gets it back after a short kick at their own 49-yard line. They go 10 plays, Green to Thomas on a 10-yard touchdown pass, and it's 31-13 at that point. Extra point no good, and that's where we are at halftime, Kurt. 31-13. So you got to give it to Southside. They've hung in this game. Hardin County's had their opportunities to really put this one to bed early, but I don't know. I don't know if it's coming in this game. You hear all the talk about they're not a very good team, or they hadn't had a very good season so far, and we've racked up a lot of points, and we're just going to march in here and somebody's going to lay down. But that hasn't been the case.
Defensively, they've given us problems because they've come up with a way to spring guys into the backfield, and the way they come off the edge, and we really hadn't had an answer for that because it disrupted the offense continually, in the first half. We haven't seen that many plays made in our backfield, all year. So, I mean, it's kind of discerning, and it was both. I mean, they were making plays against the run and the pass. I mean, they were putting pressure on the quarterback and doing some really good things. But even with that, I mean, 31 points and a half is pretty strong halftime. When we weren't losing yardage or being intimidated, we were scoring touchdowns. So it's kind of it was an odd look, and they've had 2 or 3 plays that were just kind of wacky ball play. They were quarterback on scramble deal, may have been across line of scrimmage, may not have. Makes a play down on the goal line, he may have been in, he may not have. But if you're down 31-7 and you get close to something, those officials are going to go ahead and let it go.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. And I mean, it's just it wasn't that just overall dominating play that we saw in the first 2 games, and a lot of it is just chaos and disruption by Southside. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's just like organized chaos.
Well, Carter ends up with 4 touchdown passes in the first half, and like you talked about, the corners, they look lost. I mean, the play to Heyman, the touchdown pass to Heyman, the touchdown pass to Jack. I mean, he just ran right by the guy. He didn't even turn around and really chase him.
Well, and then when Heyman caught the ball on early in the second quarter, midway through the second quarter, when he caught the ball, the corner was looking around back to the line of scrimmage. He didn't even know the ball was in there, and he didn't know where Heyman was. He didn't do either one. He didn't cover Heyman. He didn't track the ball. And when Heyman caught it, it's like he didn't really know what to do. He'd never caught one where the guy wasn't trying to tackle him. And but Heyman's been hot. Everything that's gone his way. He's looked really fast, quick, confident. All his catches have been good. That one over that basket catch over the shoulder down here in front of us, Steve, on that long throw from Carter, that was beautiful. You don't get to see a lot of that. That's a lot of. But I really do think if you take that one guy, that Powell, off of Jackson Southside's team, this may be a 40-0 ball game. I mean, he's it.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew for sure. All right, the Pride is out on the field performing for the home crowd. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, Haley Hardin will step in, and we'll see what else has happened around Hardin County sports this past week. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. 31-13 our score at halftime. Hardin County on top at Southside. It's time for the Tiger Report. Haley Hardin will get you caught up on all the other sports action at Hardin County High School this week. Haley?
Thank you, Mr. Steve. The cross-country teams competed at the Brooks Invitational in Florence, Alabama last weekend. Lauren Carpenter led the Lady Tigers with a time of 26 minutes and 27 seconds for 3.1 miles. Jacob Castile led the Tigers with a time of 18 minutes and 22 seconds. The cross-country teams will be back in action tomorrow morning, running in the Firehawk Invitational in Pulaski, Tennessee. The Tiger golf teams took on McNary and Lexington yesterday at Pine Tree in Lexington. For the boys, Wheeler Wilkes was the low scorer, shooting 41. Molly Pierce had the girls' low scorer with a score of 43. Tiger Golf has 2 matches scheduled for next week. On Tuesday, they will face Adamsville and McNary in Adamsville. Thursday, they will compete against Jackson Northside and Southside at Woodland Hills. Tee time for both of these events is 4 o'clock. On Tuesday, the Lady Tiger soccer lost a nail-biter to McNary Central, 3-2. Goalie Libby Morris had 16 stops, and Anna Harrison scored 2 goals. Last night, they got a big 4-2 win at Lambeth University against Jackson Northside. Taylor Stang, Taylor Franks, Mia Shirley, and Ainsley Pickett each had 1 goal apiece. They will have their first 2 home games of the season next week, taking on Waynesboro on Tuesday at 5:30 and Lexington in a district game on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. All home matches are held at Northside Elementary. Also, last night, the volleyball teams got a home win against Tishomingo County in 5 sets. Next week, they will face Chester County at home on Tuesday and travel to Scotts Hill on Thursday. Volleyball matches start at 5 with JV to follow immediately after. Varsity to follow JV immediately after. On Thursday of next week, the JV football will travel to Lawrence County to take on the Wildcats. Kickoff will be at 6 o'clock. Next Friday, Tiger football will be back in action, taking on USJ in Jackson. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. If you can't make the trip over to Jackson, tune in again to K93 or watch on YouTube at Slice 93. And make sure you stick around for the halftime report brought to you by WQTR Tiger Radio with yours truly, Haley Hardin.
All right, great job, Haley.
Thank you.
And Anna's birthday's today.
It is.
You got a win yesterday and got a goal. Man.
She had 2 goals against McNary,
Wow.
but not yesterday.
Oh, you didn't get one yesterday. Well, you got 2 this week.
She still
Your
won,
birthday
though.
week. You still won. That's right. So congratulations. And good job, as always.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming over here, and we'll see you next week at USJ, a little bit north of here. So y'all be careful going home.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, me too. Yeah, I will. I think, I don't know what we're doing. All right, we'll take a time out. And we've got, 5 minutes or so before the second half as Jackson Southside comes out, as the Hawk Band will play for the home crowd. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. 31-13 our score at halftime. We'll be back after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll bringing you Hardin County football in this district matchup. Tigers come in tonight 2-0 in the regular season, looking for their third win. Southside 0-2, looking for their first win. Good crowd on hand by Southside and Hardin County as well. The Tiger fans always travel well. But we appreciate those that chose to stay home or are in other places around the United States listening and watching Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWX app, and live streaming on Slice 93. 31-13 is our score here at halftime as the Tigers are over there in their locker room waiting to get out on the field, waiting for halftime to be over with. Southside Hawk Band out on the field right now. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half kick. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar. All right, well. Oh, man. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. A little phone issue there as we're back live now. Southside will take the opening kickoff. They have it at their 30-yard line, 34-yard line. First play is to Powell. This time he is knocked down in the backfield. Tried to pop it outside, but nothing doing. So, Kirk, you know, the adjustments are made at halftime. What do you think Coach Smith talked about?
I think he talked about number 23 a lot. Because number 23, without him, I mean, he's just been in every play that they've done on offense and every play on defense. He's just been the disruptor, and I'm sure they're looking for a way to slow him up a little bit.
Couple of yards lost on that carry. It'll be second down, second and about 12. Two receivers to the right, two here to the near side. Powell, the tailback. Here's a snap. Fake it to him. Quick throw out to his intended receiver, Stokes, and it's going to fall just short and incomplete. So that'll bring up third down, third and 12. So a lot of things going over there by Green and just couldn't quite get it out. That's a tough throw for him. He's left-handed, had to wheel back around after the motion was to this side.
You know, if they had a quarterback, Steve, with that ability to run some, they would be a lot more competitive.
Powell moves to his right. Here's a snap, straight drop, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by Adam Harris. And also, who else got back there? Looks like Keandre Smith, and that'll be a home banking company sack back to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down.
You know, let's meet at the quarterback deal. That's what they did. They had three back there. All three of them, I think, got a piece of him before he went down.
So back deep will be Braden Wilkes at his 35. Here's a snap. Here comes a little bit of a rush. He'll get it away. It's a long, low line drive kick. It'll take a halt bounce inside the 40, inside the 35, inside the 30, and roll down to the 27, where the Tigers will have it. First down, first and 10, their first possession here in the second half. 31-13 our score, 10-12 to go here in the third. So Carter Smith will bring his offense out onto the field. He'll have Heyman and Gray here to the near side. Urban the tailback. Wilkes will be to the far side. They're going from the west to the east. Three-man front. Here's a snap. Handoff Urban trying the left side, and he's going to be wrapped up. Goes across the 25 to about, well, let's see, he was at the 27. He's going to get back maybe to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he got the line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down, 2nd and 10, maybe even lost a half yard.
Yeah, they've had some success, you know, running the football between the tackles, but not a lot in this ball game.
Second down, 2nd and 10. Man in motion left. Hand off to Irvin. Gets a block out there. He gets the outside. Now he takes off down the sideline at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown, Tylen Irwin.
Man, great run. They needed that.
Man, he got outside, and when he got the corner, that's all she wrote. Great blocking on that side. They put a man in motion to that side, and they sealed it off. And Tylen takes it to the house.
I'd say. I mean, that was. What is that? The first big explosive run we've had? I think it is. Maybe that was. There wasn't anybody going to catch him either.
The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Tiger touchdown brought to you by Reynolds Law Firm in Savannah. 2-play drive. Urban for 73 yards to the house. Extra point good. That scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. That was about 73, wasn't it? That time, the Tigers seal it off on the right side of the Hawk defense, and Tylen got the sideline over there. When he did, he looked like he'd been shot out of a cannon. Here's Foster. High end over end kick. It's going to be taken at the 26. Across the 30-yard line. Ball on the ground, being chased. I believe the Tigers have it, don't they?
Well,
they do.
They did, they didn't, and then they do.
Yeah, they do. So a big lick. I don't know who got the hit, but a big lick. And Peyton Strickland comes up with the fumble. They're third on the night, and the Tigers are back in business. First down, 1st and 10 inside Hawk territory at the 26.
Yeah, pretty demoralizing for Southside. They get that score, you know, right at the end of the first half. I'm sure there was a lot of emphasis put on first 5 minutes of the second half in the locker room.
So the Tigers score on the long run by Urban. They're back in business. Strickland in the game. Here's a straight drop. Going down the sideline, Heyman is being pushed all over the place.
Yeah,
and they don't call it. Now they get it from the backside. My goodness. The guy on the sideline is running with him, and he's pushing, almost tackled him at the 3-yard line, carries him into the end zone. He doesn't throw his flag, and the guy from the backside has to do it. I mean. Had one-on-one coverage out here. And then pass interference will be marked off to the 13-yard line. Will be first down, 1st and 10 at the 13. First down, 1st and 10. Smith in the shotgun. Quick throw out here to the near side to Heyman. He's going to be hit and dropped. Man, what a good play there by Thomas for Southside. We've tried that a couple of times, but Kirk, that's a long throw from one hash all the way across the field.
Well, and you got to make that block. If you don't make that block, it's he's not going to sprint him. I mean, it's bang bang, and it's got to be ball, block, and go, and we just missed the block.
3 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. That's Wilkes. Strickland now in at tailback. Three-man front for the Hawks. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Strickland right up the middle. Has a little bit of running room. He's going to carry the pile to the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what he'll do. He'll hit it hard.
Yeah, he runs downhill.
So a pickup to the 10-yard line, a pickup of about 3 on the carry as they just ran it right into the teeth of Southside's defense. They're going to send Gray, McGee, and Heyman out here to the near side. They're going from the west to the east, and Wilkes to the left. Three-man front for the Hawks. Here's a snap. Looking to throw, wheel route. Got a man open in the end zone. That's Strickland juggling around. Touchdown, Tigers. Finally came down with it.
Oh, that was really good. I mean, that wasn't a bobble, Steve. That was a bobble.
Yeah.
But he had so much room in the end zone while he was running. He didn't have to worry about running out of the end zone. But when he did catch it, he turned and looked at the referee and held the ball up like, did you see that?
I did. That touchdown brought to you by Reynolds Law Firm in Savannah. Here's the extra point. Spinning in. No, they said it missed on the outside. Looked like it got on the inside. So Foster misses the extra point. And it's 44-13 now with 7:27 to go here in the third. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM.
I got tickled. That Nolan Foster walking down the sidelines with Matthew.
Yes. All right, the Tigers go 3 plays, 26 yards. Smith to Strickland on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here's a kick by Foster. It's going to be taken, and then he'll duck down at the 20. That's Thomas on the reception. That scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. 44-13 our score. As a clock will run now. It'll be first down, 1st and 10 Southside. That was Carter's 5th touchdown pass on the night. Green brings them to the line. Powell to his right, 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap, handoff Powell. Gets a little bit of a seam at the 20-yard line and then falls forward to about the 22.
He's cramping up. He should. I mean, he's been Mr. Everything tonight.
So Powell is down right around where they tackled him at the 22-yard line with 6:23 to go. Let's take a quick timeout. This timeout brought to you by Orange Blossom Florist in Savannah. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee, and Stokes goes around the right side and picks up the first down, picks up about 20 on the carry to the 49-yard line, where it'll be first down, 1st and 10 south side at their own 49-yard line. South side comes to the line. Green in the shotgun formation. Man in motion to the near side. They'll pitch it to him, trying to get the corner. Has it. Turns upfield at the 45 down to the 40. And man, they've got us on that one all night long on this right side over here. We've struggled once they break that line of scrimmage. They'll get it to the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for another first down.
We'll have to ask Coach Smith about that in the morning.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10. 44-13 our score. 4:42 to go here in the third. Green in the shotgun formation. 4-man front for the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And now I think we have some movement up front. It will be false start on the Hawks, so they'll lose 5. So it'll be first down, 1st and 15. We want to thank all of our listeners and viewers tonight, and especially all of our sponsors that sponsor Hardin County football. Couldn't do it without you guys and everybody that you hear. If you see them out or if you want to go visit them and tell them how much you appreciate what they do for Hardin County sports. So it'll be first down, 1st and 15 now, back at the 45. Green puts a man in motion back to the right. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking left, fires down the sideline, and he's going to go incomplete. But this time, the flags come out. Now, this official on this side was quick to throw that flag.
Well, it was.
Well, I know it was, but I'm just comparing it to the one down here, which is basically about the same thing, as that's going to be on West Blankenship.
Well, I've come to the conclusion that he is heavily influenced by the coaching staff sideline that he's working on.
You might be right. So they'll mark this one off from the 40. What in the world? Okay, he goes over and talks to the head official. I don't know what they're discussing. So now they'll start it at the 40. And Coach Smith over there is not happy from where they marked it from.
Well, wasn't it 1st and 15?
It was.
Well,
it was back here at the 45.
Yeah, they marked it off from the original line of scrimmage and not the 5 yards they lost for the being offside. All they had to do was move it 5 more yards back.
That would have been too simple.
God. Well, it'd be a first down.
Wait a minute.
It's first down. Move.
Is it a 15-yarder?
Yeah.
So it'll be first down. Now they get it spotted right, not the 25, the 30. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from Southside's 30. Hawks come to the line. Green in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Handoff to Stokes. Gets outside. Going down the sideline. Still on his feet at the 15 at the 10. So they knock him out of bounds, or is it a penalty? They've got a penalty now. Kirk, that may be that holding call you're talking about. Let's see what it is. It is. So holding on south side, so that long run will come back.
I mean, every time they run around our right end, they've held. I mean, every one of them.
So
and they're holding at the point of attack. That's why, that's what you look at if you're an official, is did that penalty affect the play? Well, if it's at the point of attack, yeah.
So the ball back now at the 39. First down. Here's a handoff. Stokes. This time he's met by a whole host of Tigers and slung down back inside the 50 to about the 48-yard line. Keandre Smith on the tackle.
Yeah,
They wasn't having none of that then.
well, he got upfield, and pushed the run back. He had to, because they weren't holding him. That's who they've been holding.
So it'll be second down, second and 27. The ball back, well, they're going to give him forward progress back at their own 40, or excuse me, the Tigers' 47-yard line. Two receivers right, one here to the near side. Here's a snap, low snap, picks it up, looking, under pressure, looking for running room. He's going to be hit, crosses a 50, and then gets rid of it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds over here close to the table. And now here comes a flag, a late flag at that, because the coach was over here fussing about it. They didn't see it. Oh, my goodness. He never saw that. You talking about influence by the coach. He never saw that. And I'm not so sure he wasn't hit in bounds.
Well, they call roughing the passer.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, he wasn't out of bounds when he was.
Yeah.
He was 3 yards from the side.
Yeah, he just pushed him out of bounds, and this coach over here jumping up and down, and then you talking about being influenced. They didn't. It took them a good 10, 15 seconds to throw the flag after.
Yeah, if you're a good official, you don't hear that stuff on the sideline.
So it'll be second down, second and 12 from the 32 now. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Now scrambles out of the pocket, takes off. He's going to be hit and dropped there. Who is that on the tackle? Trying to see who that is getting up.
That's the hold and holder.
Yep, Goheen on the tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keandre Smith was having a little one-on-one MMA action out here with officials weren't paying any attention to it.
So they get it to the 27-yard line where it'll be third down, 3rd and 7. Green, man in motion. Tried to flip it to him. Now he's going to take off running. He's going to be popped and dropped by Wes Blankenship. Trying to get outside at the 30, right at the line of scrimmage. And that play had disaster written all over it from the get-go.
Well, he got slowed up. I don't know who got a piece of him first, but boy, Blankenship. He cleaned him up.
So to bring up fourth down, they'll lead the offense out on the field. And that will be the end of the third quarter. And after 3 quarters of play, Hardin County 44, Southside 13. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter when we return. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll bringing you all the action tonight. Hardin County on top, 44-13. It's fourth down, 4th and 10 for the Hawks. Green in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking left, now fires down the middle of the field. Has a man coming open. Touchdown, Hawks. Man, nice throw as Stokes broke away from Wilkes. Got a step on him, and it'll be a Jackson Southside touchdown to start the fourth quarter.
Well, they had plenty of time. Didn't get any pressure on him. They did a good job keeping us out. Let him stand back there and just make a clean throw. And
now what are we doing here?
oh, they got a penalty over there on our sideline. They must have been offside.
That one's going to come back, Kurt.
I don't know why I didn't see the.
They get a legal procedure. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage over here is what they're saying. So a great catch. Great throw by Green, all for naught.
Well, they score again, take one off board, we'll be even.
So the ball is moved back to the 35 now.
It's been a
weird game.
Yeah, it's no flow at all to this game. No.
Fourth down, 4th and 15. They need the 20 for the first down. 2 receivers left, one here to the near side. Here's a snap, gets by Green, still on the ground. Tigers all over it. Who ended up with it? Who got it? Hardin County got it. That's who. Kevin Tarver. Green wanted it, but he seen Tarver coming, and he dove on it. Green couldn't come up with it, so they take a touchdown off and then a fumble.
Yeah.
Wow. That's their third fumble of the night.
Yeah, and they've lost all of them.
So the Tigers will have it first down, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, up 44-13. Clock is running. So Smith will line them up, 2 receivers to the right. Saunders in at tailback. Here's a snap, handoff Saunders, right side, gets outside, he's at the 45. Looks for some running room at the 40, squeezes through enough for Hardin County, make 1st and 10 Tigers. And there's that speed you talked about outside. Once he got out on the corner.
Yeah, he's Coach Smith said it right. I mean, a year or two more in the weight room, he's going to be a heck of a running back. Well, he is now. I mean, he can make guys miss. Got great speed, good vision. Just a little more me to help. You know, we don't see them running.
Now we got
that sweep action much.
No, not much. A Southside player down on the field. That's Thomas right around the 30-yard line. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit.
Well, you know, at 23 didn't come back in at tailback on offense. He hadn't been back in, but he is on defense. Powell.
So they're helping him off. Well, he's walking under his own power now. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the 37 of Southside. Hardin County's had a big night throwing the ball all over the yard.
It's been weird. It's like they're getting sacks on us and they're tackling us in the backfield, and then we're throwing touchdowns to wide open guys like they're not even there. I mean, it's just weird.
London Rose in the game now. He'll be spread out here to the near side along with Jack Gray. Running 2 receivers to the left. Here's a snap. Handoff. He got it at the 35. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Cuts back inside at the 15. Still on his feet. Spinning around down to the 10-yard line goes Jacob Saunders.
Yeah, he had a little crease there inside the tackle, and, I mean, he hit the hole, and it closed right. But they couldn't get to him, that quick burst of speed through, and then made another guy miss, and then about 5 more yards after contact.
And when a flag. I don't know what that flag is. is holding.
That's Powell that's gone down again with cramp.
And Southside player down on the field with a cramp. So that good run will come back. Let's take a quick timeout. This timeout brought to you by Orange Blossom Florist in Savannah. Take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. That was Powell coming off the field. Looks like a cramp again. That's his second time. First down, 1st and 10. The good run by Saunders comes back due to a hold. Here's a snap. Saunders will get it again. Tries the right side. Has a little bit of crease. Side steps a Hawk at the 25, inside the 30. Or it's 35, inside the 30, down close to the 25. They'll spot it at the 26.
He's a nifty little runner. I mean, that play there, he spun off the first tackle and hopped on one foot and fell forward for another 3 or 4 yards.
That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers with 8:44 to go here in the game. Smith lining everybody up. Receiver right, receiver left. Here's a snap. They'll hand it off. That's Saunders again as he'll go around the right side, and here comes another penalty. And that's Brody Ivy in the game now, not Carter Smith. Carter's night is done after that timeout.
That's another hold. I think I saw that one.
So a lot of young Tigers getting in the game and getting a chance here. Tigers on top, 44-13. And another hold will move it back. To the 37-yard line is where he'll finally put it down. So the Tigers will be in action next week. We'll be back here in Jackson, Tennessee, as we'll take on USJ a little bit north of here. Remember, in the morning, your Sports Saturday starts at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach, followed by Sports Talk. Me and Kirk will have Coach Smith in at 9 a.m. in the morning. Here's a snap. Ivy drops the ball and has to fall on it. Back to the 41. Me and Kirk will talk to Coach Smith about tonight's game, get his perspective, and take a look at USJ. Coming up, USJ, an outstanding football team, great facilities over there, so it should be a fun night next week in Jackson. Probably our first test of the season.
Yeah, from what I hear, just asking around people that's watching them play, they've got a good program, good ball team this year.
Second down, second and a bunch. Here's a snap. Ivy hands it off to Saunders, looking for some running room, lowers his head across the 40 to the 39. So that'll bring up third down. And about 25 for Hardin County.
Alan Parrish got a grandson that plays at USJ.
Yep.
He'll have mixed allegiance during that game.
We won't.
No, sorry, Pharaoh. We're pulling for Hardin County.
Yeah. So it'll be third down. 3rd and 23. Ivy in the shotgun formation, receiver right, receiver left. And here's a handoff to Strickland in the game now. Delay a game. Boy, this has been a nightmare. Dates Cummings in the game now at receiver.
Well, the clock's running nonstop now, so
it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, every time they call a penalty, that's time off the clock.
Gabe Eliff in the game at receiver. Two receivers right and left. Here's a snap, and Strickland gets blasted. Right at the 50-yard line. He held on to it.
He almost took the handoff.
Well, here's the deal. They still got their first team in, and we've got a lot of young guys out there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they've been teeing off all night long. They decided to blitz on that one.
Well, we hadn't punted all night, so
Strickland will have to punt it away.
he got to punt it after taking
that leg, yeah.
After taking that beating.
5:20 to go here in the game. 44-13 our score. Here's a snap. It's down. No rush, and he'll get it away. And it's going to hit and take a Tiger bounce inside the 10, and they'll down it right there. And Southside will have it. First down, 1st and 10 from their own 9.
That was an effective punt. He kicked it away from the return guy.
College football season started last night. Tennessee gets a big win. A couple of good games last night. Pittsburgh gets a win. That was a pretty good ball game with West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia might not agree with you on that after a couple of calls that went their way.
A lot of good games tomorrow. We'll talk about those as well tomorrow on Sports Talk. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Southside. Green in the shotgun formation. Two receivers right, one to the left. Here's a snap. Hand off to Powell. Looking for some running room. He's got it. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, 10. And this time he'll go all the way into the end zone for Southside touchdown on play number 1.
The hits just keep on coming.
Mm-hmm. $89-yard run by Powell. Or Stokes, I'm sorry. And it's 44-19. And the extra point is no good. So 3:59 to go here in the football game. And our new score, Hardin County 44, Southside 19. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. $3:59 to go here in the game. 44-19 our score. Steen will kick it off for Southside, and you would probably expect an onside kick, but who knows?
Why would they?
Well, I don't know. It's been a weird game all night. They will kick it away, and it'll be taken at the 20. 25, that's Saunders. He's at the 30-yard line and wrapped up there. Where it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 30-yard line. So Hardin County will have it. They'll go 3-0 in this season, get their first district win, and then starting tomorrow turn their attention to USJ They'll be back home in a couple of weeks. Chester County coming to town. So a lot of young Tiger offensive linemen in the game now. 2 receivers to the right. Here's a quick throw. Complete at the 40-yard line. And that's Smith back into the game.
Yeah.
That one's to Jack Gray, complete. Gray and Heyman back in the game. Looks like the Tigers have, well, they may have put all their starters back in.
Well,
looks like they have.
They're running the clock now, and
well,
and we're not inside the
that may
30 point.
That may be an answer to Southside leaving their first team out there when we had our second and third stringers out there.
I'm sure it is.
So Smith will bring them to the line. That'll be Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers. Here's a snap. Handoff right up the middle at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jacob Saunders.
He's a little bullet, wasn't it?
Man, when he got some free space and saw some green grass, that's all it took. And he takes it to the house. So the Tigers go 2 plays, 46 yards at touchdown. Sponsored by Reynolds Law Firm in Savannah.
Big hole, big run. I don't think he got touched.
Here's a snap, and it's on the ground, and Foster will just fall on it. So it's 50-19 now with 2:31 to go. So the Tigers go 2 plays. 56 yards and a 46-yard run by Saunders. And they put a 50 spot on the board. That scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. That was an answer right there, don't you think, Kirk?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
I mean, they teed off on a.
Well, I mean, we went 2 series with our second team out there, and then they're still running against our second team with their first team. I don't think any of that matters. You can do whatever you want to. Only one you got to answer to is your school. There may be some etiquette involved, but I don't think it affects who wins next year or anything else.
Foster would kick it off. Here's a high end-over-end kick, and this time he's going to grab it. Thought about calling for a fair catch, he's going to be pounded.
I think he kind of did. It was just a real poor attempt at a fair catch.
Well, that was Strickland and Heyman, and so Peyton got a little bit of revenge right there.
Yeah, that was I mean, he caught it and got hammered. Catch.
Stay tuned for the Central Bank post-game show coming your way immediately following this game. And a word of advice, listen quick.
Yeah. Well, you know.
All right, now Southside puts in a different quarterback. I can't tell who that is. Here's a snap. Handoff right up the middle. Has running room at the 40. And then he's going to be knocked down as he goes across the 40 to the 42.
Yeah.
That is Robertson, sophomore quarterback in the game now.
They will not score, Steve, because with a minute 13 in a running clock, I don't think they've got but maybe one more play.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Well, they still got Stokes in the game. Here's a snap, and they're just going to down it. They've had enough.
Well,
that's unusual. I didn't think they'd do that. I don't know what that was about. Well,
it's a weird night, hasn't it, Ben?
34, 35 seconds. Southside's coaching staff, they've had enough. They're walking toward the sideline. Clock ticks down. Hardin County's going to get the third win of the season, 50-19. Let's take a timeout. Your Central Bank post-game show coming your way next. All right, welcome back to Jackson, Tennessee. Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll as the Tigers win it 50-19. Let's look at the scoring plays tonight. Hardin County gets their first score on 8 plays, 33 yards. Smith to Heyman on a 5-yard touchdown pass, 7-0. Hardin County. Then their second score comes on a 10-play drive, 75 yards on the foot of Noah Foster, 22-yard field goal. And 10-0 at that point. And then Southside gets on the board. They go 2 plays, 64 yards, and it's 10-7 as we enter the second quarter. Then Hardin County gets another score. They go 3 plays, 45 yards, touchdown, a 45-yard touchdown pass. Smith to Heyman, 17-7, and then another 4-play drive, a 12-yard touchdown pass. Smith to Heyman, and it's 24-7. And then another score late in the game, in the first half. 1 play, Hardin County goes 62 yards. Smith to Gray, 31-7 at that point. Southside gets on the board, and the closing seconds of the half, they go 10 plays. Green to Thomas, and it's 31-13 at half. And then the Tigers come out their first drive, 2 plays. Irvin goes 73 yards, 38-13. And then Southside gets, Southside fumbles. Tigers take over, 3 plays. Smith to Strickland on a 12-yard touchdown pass, 44-13 at that point. And then Southside gets a score late, an 89-yard run. Stokes, 44-19. And then Hardin County answers after they left their first string in against maybe our second and third team. We go 2 plays, 56 yards. Saunders gets his first touchdown as a Tiger, and he goes 46 yards. 50-19 is the final. So, Kurt, a really unusual football game to say the least. It had a lot of stoppage and a lot of penalties, a lot of plays. They had a touchdown come back. We had 2 touchdowns come back. They had about 4 turnovers. Actually 5. They had 4 fumbles and an interception, and that they gave back to the Tigers. So kind of a crazy football game to say the least.
I wrote on here weird half, and then I wrote weird second half.
Yeah.
It was I don't remember playing a game against a team that looked as inept as Southside did, for them to make so many plays if they're inept.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, on offense and defense, they were in our backfield. They blitzed. They were, and then they ran 2 long touchdowns. I don't know. It was like it was going to be a 50-0 cakewalk, but it wasn't. And but when we scored, lots of times they were. It's like they weren't even on the field. It was just like playing against air. They were so bad on several of those plays. But then come back and next time sack a quarterback or, stuff us in their backfield 2 plays in a row. And it's just weird. I mean, it's like we were a lot better, but we couldn't shake that one guy they had in the first half. He was a major. I wish he'd on our team. He was a major disruptor. He had great timing. He timed our snap counts. He blitzed. He would line up in coverage and blitz off the edge, and he made every play. And then he ran a 50-yard touchdown. So he was, but then he started cramping up in the second half and didn't get to play as much, and their production went down as well. So it just kind of an awkward game to watch. Penalties kept the flow from happening, and it was just ugly.
Yeah. Well, if you had picked a player of the game, I'd have to go with Carter Smith, 5 touchdown passes on the night. Man, one beauty to Cam Heyman right here in front of us, actually, right around the 40-yard line. I mean, he had a good game, too.
The 2 of those guys, Heyman was as sharp as I've seen him in the 3 games so far. I mean, he came to play, and he did a lot of really good things in special teams and, on the offensive side of the ball. So him and Carter Smith, had really, really good game.
Well, 3 games into it now, and we head back over here next week and take on USJ. They'll be a better football team than what we've seen the first 3 weeks of the season playing at their place, and they have a lot of tradition over there. So got a lot to clean up before we head to USJ next week.
Yeah, I just got a text, and it looked like USJ won 62-0 over
Tipton Rosemart, but that's about right.
They played a junior high team tonight.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Nothing against them. But.
Yeah, I mean, it was unusual. It'll be interesting in the morning to get Coach Smith's take on the flow of this game and how he called it and what he saw from over there on the sideline. Like, for example, we were told that the official, on that touchdown they scored right at the end of the first half with 5 seconds left, it was questionable. I mean, he was kind of like straddling the line and coming back to the ball, and they gave him the touchdown. And the official on the other side of the field apologized to our coaches for him giving them the touchdown because he didn't really get in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just that kind of stuff, weird, unusual things happen in this ball game that made it unique.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we get a win. That's all that matters. 15-19, Tigers improved to 3-0, 1-0 in district play, and Southside falls to 0-3 and 0-1 in district play. Next week, USJ. We'll be back over here. Airtime 6:40, kickoff time 7 p.m. Remember, in the morning, your Sports Saturday starts with Coast to Coast. Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis will break down Tennessee's game Thursday, their win over Ball State, and get you ready for college football this Saturday. And then me and Kirk will be with Coach Smith. We'll talk about tonight's game. We'll ask him those important questions and that intriguing minds want to know, and get you ready for next week as the Tigers take it on the road again. Final score, Hardin County 50, Southside 19. That'll do it for us. For Kurt Carroll, for Lily at the station, I'm Steve Cornell saying so long, Tiger fans.